Mother's Day, the termites come out in swarms. People panic, right? They come inside the house and they think that their whole house is infested with termites.
That's true.
What's the record number of calls you think you guys get during that 2-week span?
So thankfully, I'm not a customer service rep.
Right. But
but let me tell you the amount of calls. It's right around that Mother's Day time frame when the Formosan termites swarm.
Yeah.
And everybody that's a termite customer or non-termite customer that get them in the house think that they've got them in their house.
Right.
They're like, oh my God, my house is ruined.
It's ruined. Yeah.
All right, CJ, we're back at it, man. And we have someone that can save a lot of people, especially people coming from up north.
Hey, Andy, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the Yapaholics podcast. For those that don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Hey, everybody. My name is Andy May. I'm actually originally from Miami, Florida, and moved up here in 2009. Before that, I was in Tampa, and when I started in the industry in 2007, which is the pest and lawn care industry. So I've been doing it for nearly 20 years, and father of 2 beautiful girls, married to Jenny, and that's my short story.
Man, you've been in the game long time.
A long time.
I'm sure you have some stories that you can share with us.
I can tell you a lot of different things. I can tell you crazy stories of people answering doors and everything if you want to get that deep. So.
Hey, listen.
It's crazy stuff.
We might make it there. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And, typically we do a pour, but we're all business professionals and have work to do after the fact. So, and I believe Andy is close to celebrating 4 years of sobriety, correct?
September 21st, 4 years. Yep.
Which is something that everyone should support. I mean, that's just an amazing thing. Unfortunately, me and CJ haven't joined that train just yet, but maybe one day we will.
Yeah, good for you, Andy.
Yep.
Proud
of it.
In the aspect of pest control, though, I know you said that you specialize in like lawn pests.
That's right.
Give us a little bit of insight, especially for somebody that's coming from up north that has no idea how like nasty the South can get with bugs.
Yeah.
Like what should they look out for?
So specifically up north, I deal with it constantly. God, this morning talked about something where the grasses are totally different, the weeds are totally different, the climate, the insects obviously are totally different. But just to dispel the one myth is everybody, when they think lawn care, they think of mowing and that kind of thing. It's the fertilization, the weeds, the insect control. It's the full beautification of the grass. So that's basically what Ensec will do. The guy this morning thought our top dressing service that we offer included seeding, which you're not going to find that type of service here. It's going to be plugging or sodding. So that's just a small scale of something that people deal with. But when they come here, the grass types are different. The disease problems we deal with, the specific bug types. I hear people all the time saying, I used to have the best lawn up north, and I come down here and I cannot dial it in and get it right.
Oh, yeah.
So for Ensec, companies like us, that's a great thing because then we can help them in something they can't do themselves.
Yeah, because you know the lawn down here. You know how to manipulate it and get it back to where they probably had it up north.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, yeah. We can get it to where it looks thick, lush, green. The biggest thing is there's so many different weeds. I mean, there's so many different bugs that we deal with that kill grass. It's just the climate where it fluctuates. Shoot, this year the cooler weather didn't really leave the evenings until a few weeks ago. So some of the lawns didn't even come out of full dormancy yet, and people were freaking out about that.
We had a late spring. But
as soon as the rain hit and the weather started getting, those evenings started getting hotter, above 70, all the lawns just really took off. So in some climates like South Florida, those lawns will be green by March. Wow. But here it's a little bit different because we have cooler climate up here, right?
We have a little bit extra seasons here.
That's right. Exactly.
Just a little sprinkle of the seasonings, all it is. Let me ask you this. I got 2 questions for you. Please tell us that your lawn is the best on the block.
Oh, I can whip out a picture of my phone right now and show it to you if you like.
Okay.
I take a lot of pride in my yard.
Good.
100%. Yeah, I'll send. I just mowed it over the weekend and sent a buddy of it, and I said, "How about that lawn?
Look at that lawn." Good. That's what we
because we treat his
hear.
lawn too, and he fired back. He's like, "I'll mow my grass and then I'll send you a picture."
That's what I'm talking about.
And I was stressing about it. We had my daughter's birthday party May 22nd. And that's what I'm talking about. The lawn was not quite there yet. But everyone was like, your lawn looks so good, I don't want to walk on it. We had inflatables on it and all the things, And I said, don't worry about it. But 2 weeks later, I'm telling you, the lawn looked that much better. And I thought, why couldn't we have this birthday party? Just
push it.
So I could show that better lawn. It just changed like that. With the weather and the rain, it just changed the color and the thick. It just overnight.
It turns to the bright green instead of
dark
the dull
green.
Instead of the dull, ugly looking
little brown area still in it, right?
Yeah.
It's still not fully green yet.
So that leads me to my next question. We've experienced a little bit of a drought this spring, surprisingly enough. Normally it rains all of spring. What has that done as far as for the insect side of things? Have we seen maybe the bugs come out sooner or later? Break that down for us, how that actually works for you.
So up until 3 weeks ago, we were in a period of drought, even in the winter.
Yeah.
So through the winter, a lot of people don't know, if you're not watering the lawn at least once every 2 to 3 weeks, if we're to supplement no rainfall, that can have a problem in turf during winter months as it comes out of dormancy. You can get things like winter kill, damage from the grass that literally will kill your grass because of freezes and things like that. But specifically, drier temps will create specific insects like chinch bugs, mole crickets. There's different insects that we deal with at this time of the year. Specifically, a fun fact, chinch bugs only feed on one type of grass. That's St. Augustine grass.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the good grass.
That's the one that I have at my house.
Yeah.
So
that grows like crazy.
It's great grass, good shade tolerant turf. But ironically enough, we were 12 inches down, and I think with all the rain we've got in the last few weeks, we're only a half inch down to our normal annual number.
Yeah, it's poured like the last 2 weeks. So it sucks because we're used to like sunny Florida, but we desperately needed it.
So regular people that aren't in the industry say, "Oh man, I want the sun, no rain," and then we're like, "Please rain."
Yeah,
so
it's like checking it
pop.
every day. It's like, is it going to rain between 2 and 4 p.m. like it normally does?
And irrigation is just a supplement to rain, right? So you're still not getting that nutriented rainfall that really helps the lawn grow like it would, where irrigation supplements that, so it doesn't have the same type of like natural nutrients that the rainfall does. So
You had mentioned mole crickets. Growing up, we had mole crickets all over our backyard, and we had a little
I love
weenie
seeing
dog.
those things.
We had a weenie dog. We had 2 of them actually growing up, and they would chase the mole crickets and just dig and dig. And my dad he takes pride in the grass, right? He would cut it twice a week. He'd water it.
Your type of person,
that's
huh?
right.
He'd like measure the depth of it, and the dogs would just destroy it. Oh my God, as a kid, it would make me laugh, but now as an adult, I'm like, wow, I understand how annoying that is. What can we do to prevent mole crickets?
So first and foremost, just hire us. We'll take care of that,
sure.
right?
There you go. There you go. That's the easy answer.
There's really preventative insecticides are really the way to do it. Yeah. So some people will deal with them. It's not like it's all over our whole footprint. They're there. If lawns are being treated with preventative insecticides, that's the best way to do it. So another common misconception is you'll have a mating season that comes, which is typically, it can start as early as February, March, something like that, where adults will be in your lawn and you'll see little tunnels about the width of your finger. That's the telltale sign. If you see the width of your wrist, that's going to be a mole, which is a completely different thing.
Oh, yeah.
One's a little rodent, basically, and the other one's an insect.
Both pests.
Both pests, yeah, exactly. Both nuisances, basically.
For sure.
And then the mole cricket, you'll see high activity level. They're mating. So when the hatch out happens, which is around right now, this is the time of year, that June, somewhere in that June timeframe, something like that, July, the nymphs hatch and they have to survive. And how do they do that? They feed on the roots of the grass. And that's when you start to see the damage and the die-off of the yard. So when you have products that are applied that prevent, so it takes systemic into the plant, as they feed, they die off, which protects your grass. So that's kind of what we do.
Yeah, I was very curious because I used to see mole crickets all the time. And as a child, I had no idea that they were that bad of a thing to have around. I loved having them around. They're interesting little
They're
crickets.
just gnarly looking little things.
They are.
They are. I used to have to catch them and get rid of them. That was my job as a child. After my dad would cut the grass, they'd be everywhere, and it would be my job to have to catch
Pool
them.
skimmers. There was, I see my pool. I see my pool.
Oh, yeah.
Back up to the up north thing. That's when people say, I see these creatures.
Oh, yeah.
These nasty things with little claws. And, it's like, those are mole crickets. Yeah.
It's like they're not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
There's some like what is it called? An eastern lobber grasshopper. You see those things in your yard. Those things
Great
are
pull.
crazy looking. They're like dinosaurs, dude. They're like giant. I'm not even
big
kidding you.
things. Oh, yeah.
They're like this
Oh,
big,
yeah,
black and
I've seen
yellow. You typically see them further
Mm-hmm.
up north in the country from what I've experienced. But wait till you see one of those sitting in your yard, and then talk to me about a mole cricket.
Yeah, really.
I know, right? Yeah.
we keep talking about people up north. What do you think they're most unprepared for when they move down here, as far as maybe the bugs that they'll see that they're not used to? Do you have like one specific call or anything related with having the grass to catch and grow?
So speaking of bugs, absolutely the palmetto bugs.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
American
God, yep.
cockroaches.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
When you're not from here and you see a giant flying cockroach, it is a full-on
Terrifying.
panic.
Oh, listen, I'm from here, and I still panic
Yeah.
when I see
Everyone
one
I know
fly
who's
at me.
from here panics
Yeah.
when they see a
Them
palmetto
things,
bug.
it's
they're
insane.
big, and then you get close, and they spread their wings,
And when they
start
fly and
flying.
they launch, that's when people are like, "Oh my God, these
Yeah.
things are flying!" That's when they start to freak out.
And I think one misconception with those is people think that those are like the bad cockroaches, but they're just from wood. They're the wet. They're
That's
not
right.
like, they're
they're
German
living
cockroaches.
outside,
Yeah.
essentially coming in and looking for moisture and food. Really,
Yeah.
Where the German cockroaches are
The nasty
living
ones.
within your house, and those are
Yeah.
the bad ones.
And those are
can
the tiny,
multiply.
the little bitty tiny ones.
So if you see those, you need to call a pest control company
Yesterday.
ASAP.
Yeah, for sure.
Immediately.
That's a massive infestation problem.
Is
that's
there
waiting to happen.
anything to prevent the palmetto bugs from getting inside?
Yeah. Prevention, pest control prevention. Yeah. Interior and then perimeter spray of, quarterly or every 4 months or whatever. Yeah. That, and then, kind of keep maybe a lot of brush
Away.
leaf litter from
Yeah.
piling up on your house, self prevention like that, keep your lawn kind of clean. If you got leaf litter like in the backyard piling up, clean up
Right.
your leaves.
Yeah.
It's just a harbor for them,
Yeah, we see it a lot on like wooded, would people have like wooded back lots. And I'm like, with the amount of like woods and leaves you have, I don't know if there's really anything that will actually deter them forever because of just the nature that they live in. Of course you can probably prevent them from coming inside, but
Right.
the likelihood of you getting rid of them altogether on your property when it's nothing but woods and no sunlight is probably impossible.
Yeah, exactly. And seal up your dog food or cat food, right? Don't leave it in a bag open.
Oh, that's a good one.
They're going to come in looking for food, and that's an open food source that they would love to snack on. So they can get in and feed on that kind of stuff. So just put it in a sealed container to kind of help minimize some of that problem.
I love that we talked about people not being ready for that, by the way. I was working with some clients who are from the Philippines, and they saw a palmetto bug at one of the houses, and they were like, "Oh, that's nothing compared to what we've seen in the Philippines."
Oh, I'd imagine. That's a whole other tropical element over there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There's like,
And I was like, "Oh, that's good to know," because everyone else freaks out about them.
yeah.
So that's good that you
Oh,
just, this is easy for you.
I just saw one of the podcasts on TV. The guy was talking about centipedes. It was in Hawaii, a foot-long centipede.
Nope.
I mean, could you just
I'm out.
imagine?
Nope.
Centipedes can, I think they sting or something.
Oh,
or
yeah, yeah.
bite you.
Yeah, they bite. Yeah, they
Oh, my
bite.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, a foot long?
No way. I'm out. No, I don't do bugs or critters.
I don't think we
or-
deal with that here. So at least we don't have foot-long
I don't do
centipedes
any
running
kind of
around.
bugs or critters or anything like that. So no, thank you. What do you see is where you had mentioned earlier we're in the summer season about the sweat to death as we walk outside. What type of bugs thrive in the heat in the summertime for you?
So
That's your busy season for
high
you
to
guys?
mind. This is busy season for
Yeah.
sure. Grass, we talked about some of the grass stuff, but mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
100%. Rainfall, all the rain we've had, right? It's standing water and swells, even little leaves like magnolia leaves that can hold water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
can
'cause they're
create
heavy,
breeding
yeah.
sites for mosquitoes. Those kind of things, like get them out of your yard. Don't clean out your bird feeders and things like that. Your water, things like that for the birds. But mosquitoes is definitely a high issue that we deal with right now. So, and of course, we have a mosquito program that we can help with that. So that's one of that. And Pretty much all the outside bugs coming in. That's common. A lot of the inside stuff you'll see now when there's a lot of rain is earwigs. You know, the ones with the little pinchers on their
Yeah, I grew
backside.
up with
You know?
those too at the house.
Those will come in a lot right now.
You
You'll
see
them
those
in
in
the
the
house.
bathroom a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. Water sources and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
mainly that's really kind of, and of course, I can't forget fire ants.
Oh yes.
Mounds are, I went to a mound the other day, took a picture. I mean, I'm telling this thing was like a mountain. It was
Ooh-wee.
huge fire ant
They've
mound.
let that thing sit for a
It
while,
was
boy.
a massive fire ant mound. And I just kind of put my foot in it and showed, and all the ants come out, you know, and yeah, it's.
How obviously it's probably easy for you to tell, but how can we determine the difference between just a regular like ant mound and fire ants? Because if you've never been bit by a fire ant, you don't want to. Oh,
So
it hurts.
there
It
are-
hurts real bad.
It's terrible, yeah. And actually, stories for days. We talk about all types of stuff. I met a lady from Maryland up north. She had us come out and do a quote. I met with her. She's like, I got stung by fire ants when I was gardening, and I went into anaphylactic shock
God.
and had no idea. Had the ambulance had to come and take me. So she was one of the rare cases where you could have an allergic reaction from fire ant stings, also, right? And it's a sting, not a bite, actually.
Right.
If people don't know that, but so fire ant mounds are going to be bigger, built-up mounds mostly. Sometimes they're smaller. When you kick them over, they're going to come just running out fast. I mean, there's so many species of ants. You're going to be. I can tell by looking at it because I've seen them for so long. They're a little bit darker red, but there'll be a lot of mounds and yards that are going to look like an inverted pyramid or volcano,
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
like this, and has a little hole in the middle.
Yeah.
Those are pyramid ants.
Those are very common. I see
They're
those.
actually beneficial ants.
Oh,
They're-
really?
Yeah, because
they're-
they eat other ants, right?
They'll eat other like bugs in the yard and kind of
Yeah.
they're the garbage men of the lawn, basically. They go
Oh.
clean
Yeah.
up the bugs, and so when you see those, it's not fire ants. And you know, no need to panic. They're just beneficial. They'll crawl on you, but they won't bite or sting or.
Yeah.
Those
if
poor
it's-
guys, I would always just like dust away their ant mound whenever I would see them in like the driveways and on the concrete and stuff. I had no idea.
Yeah, they're just little.
Now I'll be more
pyramid ants, yeah.
mindful of it. The fire ants, though, are no joke. You had mentioned mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are, I would say, for me, the biggest pain. Right?
Oh, 100%.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know, if you get bit by a mosquito, it's just annoying to deal with. But you go in anywhere where there's standing water, any wooded area like the river, anybody's backyard that has any kind of tree coverage, they're everywhere.
all over.
They're
Yeah.
all over.
Our whole treatment area, they're everywhere. Yeah, it's and even with some that even don't have bushes or trees, they deal with them as well.
Yeah.
Because there's some mosquitoes that can fly up to 30 miles.
What?
For a blood meal.
What?
And in that case, it's very unique because our treatment plan with that particular mosquito would be ineffective because most mosquitoes are harboring within the confines of that property line. They don't want to fly too far for a meal, where this particular mosquito, I think it's the house mosquito, I believe is what it's called, it can fly up to 30 miles for a blood meal.
That's insane. I
It's
had no
absolutely
idea about
ridiculous
that.
insane.
Wow.
Yeah, and so with that problem, right? So if we're doing a treatment plan and we cannot get a hold of the mosquito problem,
Right.
we'll set traps and then trap them and then ID the type of mosquito
Oh, that's
that
cool.
under a microscope and say, okay, this is the type of mosquito we're seeing. If it's that particular mosquito, we'll say, well, Mr. Jones, there's not a whole lot we can do for this, but
Yeah.
this is the reason why.
Yeah,
And
because it's
we'll-
coming from forever away.
yeah,
It's
which
coming
we
from the
can't
next
treat.
county.
You know, we
Yeah.
have to treat like, you know, way back
Yeah.
just to get those mosquitoes. Do you guys know why mosquitoes need blood?
No.
No.
No, thought they were part
So,
vampire.
It's only the female
Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay. Didn't know
checks
that
out.
either.
that
Yeah.
needs blood, and it's because without the blood, she can't lay the eggs and all that. She's got to have the blood to be able to get the, and you know,
All
those
women-
mamas need, they need that. You
all
know, to
women
get
are
their
part
babies. You know what I'm
mosquito.
saying? They got to have this.
what I
Without
think
that, they got no
suckers.
babies. You know, they got to have that happen. So they've got to make that happen, and that's it. It's the blood meal that allows that to happen. So the male mosquitoes don't bite you at all.
It's always the women just,
It's
you
it.
know, it's
It
always
was,
them.
Yeah, that's it.
What about it? I feel like it's only 2 weeks of the year that we have to deal with this, but what about love bugs?
Oh,
Is there
yeah.
anything that you
Those
could do
little-
as far as love bugs go?
Nope. It's
Wasn't that
yeah,
a science
couple weeks, a
experiment
month or
gone
whatever,
wrong?
right? It comes and goes. I know that's what I think. I
Yeah.
looked that up. I think that's a common misconception, but I thought that too. But so yeah, there's any kind of flying bugs.
Yeah.
outside, like flies, love bugs, no-see-ums, those kind of things.
No-see-ums are annoying too.
There's really not a lot that you can do. You can set like little sticky traps or something like that, or sticky balls outside to catch all these yellow fly types of things. But when there's no specific harbor area like a mosquito, and where you can treat those spaces and they land on them, they die off, there's really not a whole lot pest control companies can do for those type of insects.
Makes complete sense.
Yep.
Can we just talk about real quick the person who named the no-see-um? I mean, got it spot on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Did you really
literally.
no-see-um
Yeah.
at all? Yeah,
Oh,
you just never.
they're-
I've
yep.
never seen one ever.
Tiny little bugs.
I've
that,
heard them.
Yeah, I've gotten attacked by them.
Yeah.
I've gotten swarmed. Been on the
yeah.
river and swarm came by, but you don't actually like see them. I look at my legs and then all of a sudden it looks like I got chicken pox.
My first true experience was I wear shorts to work because it gets hot in the summer, right? And I'm out in a marsh area in Navarre.
Yep, that'll do it.
And I'm meeting this customer like at 4:30, kind of getting dark kind of at that time.
Perfect timing.
And he shows up. I'm out in this backyard. We're walking the yard, and I'm just getting destroyed. My legs
You
are
know
getting
what
ate
treatment plan he
alive, and
needs.
my arms, and I'm trying to do my job and trying to sell this customer lawn care or whatever, and I'm just kind of trying not to make it obvious, and I'm praying, will this guy please let me in his house? Like, just invite me in, and he never
It's
invited
like,
me
we
in.
can talk about this inside.
We stayed outside the whole time for
The
like an
only
hour,
client
and I
you
just
wanted
was-
to be invited into.
so, like, my legs were covered in like bite marks. It was pretty insane. But yep, no Sims are pretty gnarly little guys. So
I got two more. We can't skip very quickly. We'll just acknowledge them and then move on. Is this time Mother's Day? The termites come out in swarms. People
Yep.
panic, right?
Mm-hmm.
They come inside the house and they think that their whole house is infested with termites. That's not necessarily the case.
that's true.
But I bring it up to say, what's the record number of calls you think you guys get
man.
during that 2-week span?
So thankfully, I'm not a customer service rep.
Right. But
But let me tell you, the amount of calls, it's right around that Mother's Day time frame when the Formosan termites swarm.
yeah.
And everybody that's a termite customer or non-termite customer that get them in the house think that they've got them in their house, right?
They're like, oh my
their
God,
house is infested.
my house is ruined.
It's ruined. Yeah. And so there's so many calls, and our obviously our customer service reps have been there for so long. They know
That is-
how many are you seeing.
Right.
It's dozens or whatever, and it's like they're probably just coming from the outside.
Turn off all the
turn your
outside
lights
lights.
off. Keep your doors shut if you can. But if there's hundreds,
Then you got a
many,
problem.
then you might have a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
But
but
for the most part,
I mean, it's like clockwork, like almost Mother's Day weekend.
right around Mother's Day.
Yeah,
It's
they,
just
they
like
do their
clockwork.
swarm.
That's exactly
And there's one time in the fall where they swarm as well.
They swarm in the fall, and then native eastern subterraneans could also do it a little bit sooner as well. It's that Formosan termite kind of swarm
Yeah.
that you'll see right around that time frame.
and
really-
that's the one that causes panic.
Yeah, really no
Oh
big
yeah.
deal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're like the swarmers are like a brown color, where
Right.
native easterns are black in color.
Yeah.
People are panicking too much to even get
Oh,
that
they
close
see
to
it.
see
and
the
they're like,
difference.
if they see you see 25 termites in a bundle, you're like, oh my god, I have termites in my house.
Yeah.
One thing I don't know, I never got bit by people's houses. It was more along like the rivers and stuff. Was like yellow jackets. Those things are
Oh, yellow jackets.
those things are a nightmare to deal with. Any stories with those? Have you come across
Oh.
yellow jackets at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, not working here, but in the woods once, just going through
Yeah.
brush, hitting a frond that had them.
Yeah, and they
That was
come
my
out of
first
nowhere, and
experience of getting
they get you
stung.
quick.
I've been stung by bumblebees, yellow jackets, mahogany wasp, regular paper wasp, honeybees. To me,
Are
the
paper
yellow
wasps the
jacket
same
is-
same thing as dirt daubers?
So dirt daubers are actually harmless, really. They won't bother you unless you bother them, kind of thing. So people
Yeah.
panic about dirt daubers. So dirt daubers, or I call mud daubers, are completely different. So another fun fact about mud daubers. So do you know
Love that.
what they're putting in the mud inside when they go in that?
Zero idea.
So they get a spider.
Oh,
They
Oh.
inject the spider with whatever and they paralyze the spider. They take the spider, put the mud tube, put it in there, and then they lay their eggs, and the hatch out happens, and then the baby mud daubers or nymphs feed on the spider
That is crazy.
That's good to know.
But that's awesome. Yeah.
So they paralyze it. They don't kill it.
Yeah.
So it's still alive.
That's it.
Nature
That
is
okay.
wild.
First of
so
all,
it doesn't decay away, right? It's a fresh
that's
meal still.
nuts.
That's crazy.
It is wild. So
That's nuts.
they're really not stinging you if you don't mess with them. So
Right.
people
Yeah.
freak out about it.
But do you know if they are bad for the house? Like, because I've always heard that they like destroy the house.
Mud daubers?
Yeah.
Nah, they're like little mud tubes on the outside. If you
But
really
it-
want to get rid of them, you can just knock them.
Yeah. Of course. Of course.
But
But
no.
but you don't like. It's not necessary.
Nah.
Okay. Cool.
Growing up, we used to have them in the garage, you know, on the
Yep.
the tops of the garage, and we would like leave them like one in every corner, because you know, growing up, it was like told like they're good, you know, they'll eat the other insects in the garage. So
Yeah, I
Well-
like my mud daubers. I'll leave them. I won't knock their nest down.
Yeah. Well, now that I know that, I'm definitely
Yeah.
leaving them
I'm
too.
like, you know what? I'd rather them get rid of the spiders for me than,
Right.
you
Right.
know, so.
Well, because
Yeah.
nobody wants to deal with spiders.
nobody.
No, spiders are terrible.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm sure we could talk about pests all day. One of the
could
things
keep
that we
going.
love to talk about here is the local community. You talked about moving from Miami. What's kept you here in the 850?
So, big city guy, moved to Tampa for a few years, got a promotion for the company I was with that brought me here in 09. And even back in 09, it was much smaller than it is now, but it's still it's that just small town feel with pretty much everything a big city has. I mean, they've got a baseball team, you know, they've got a local college football team, they've got a hockey team. May not be a national team, you know, like
Right.
an NBA or NFL team, but it still has that. And then the people here, from going from big city people to here, I remember going to a grocery store my first year here. This is crazy because to you guys it's probably normal, and I'm looking at barbecue sauces, and this lady walks up and says, "It's kind of hard always to pick out what kind of barbecue sauce you want, huh?" And I was like, "I guess it can be. If you're in South Florida, people aren't coming up to you and talking
They're not
to you."
randomly starting
I could not
conversation.
believe that. And at a red light on Davis by that shell coming out where that little Mexican, it's like the tightest little spot. Traffic backed up.
Yep.
Very first car in line. This is my first experience of that light. In Miami, you'd be waiting there forever. The very first car.
Let you through.
Go on. And I'm like, what? This
Southern
is crazy.
hospitality.
So right away,
Yeah.
off those two little things that happened really quickly, I said, man, I love this place. This is so different than what I'm used to. And it's just those type of little, you know, Southern hospitality things that you definitely don't get down in South Florida. You know, people won't talk to you. They'll just kind of walk by you. But here that's why this is it. This is why I love it here.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
love
meet
that, man.
strangers around
We're,
this
we're
place.
planted. We're not going anywhere. We're staying here.
That's
For
good.
sure.
Well, staying on the community aspect, we know Ensec does a lot for the community. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, one of the big things we've done for years is the Ronald McDonald House, down there by Sacred Heart. So it basically helps families from having to travel back and forth when their small children have maybe premature birth or whatever it might be, where they need to have a place to stay. So they're with their kids in care. They just go from right there to, and one of the owners actually had twins that were premature. And so it's near and dear to their heart. And so what we do is we serve once a month on Thursdays, once a month, Sonny's barbecue catering actually to the families. So that's pretty big.
That's good.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's good. That's good to be in the community. It's a good cause. Everybody loves the kids, so it's good to support it. It's good for you guys to. Do you guys, as the employees, get to go to the Ronald McDonald House? And
I've served there before.
Yeah, that's
I've
so
helped
cool.
Serve, yep, exactly. I'd been meaning to get my kids back there to help, so they can kind of get appreciation for stuff like
course.
that. You know.
Yeah.
So that's on the list to make it happen before they get too much older.
Yeah. Speaking of kids, are they in any sports in the community around here? What are they up to?
If you consider this a sport, because it is, so don't downplay it. They're dancers. They dance at LaBelle
Okay.
Performing
Okay,
Arts,
yeah.
local studio here,
That's a lot of work.
it is a ton of work.
I
And
can't
they-
dance, so it's definitely a sport for me.
And they're competition dancers, meaning we travel a lot. They compete, all types of dances, and really proud of them. They're really good at what they do. They're hard workers, and it's a commitment. And they got to be there every day for practice, all the time for practice. It's a real deal thing. And right now we're on a break, so we're
That's nice.
taking a little break right now.
How long is the break going to be?
Until I think the end of July. So
Okay.
we
Yeah.
just had recital and production last week.
Okay, so
last
you
week.
get a little over a month off.
A little month off, yeah, and then we're right back after it.
Hey.
And I think we're going to get them in a fitness. They have like a little fitness thing now there with a trainer. So I think we're going to get them that so they can kind of stay up with their stamina and their fitness and stuff like
That's
that.
good.
So
It
it is good. Yeah, but they're highly active. Let me tell you that dance is not easy, and they're both in like 8 to 10 dances a piece. It's pretty
wow.
intense stuff.
Oh, my
Like
God.
competition dances when they go and compete. Yeah,
That's
it's pretty intense
crazy.
stuff.
Yeah, that is nuts.
I
Yep.
could never.
I
That's
could
that's a lot of work.
They definitely didn't get their moves from me. Let me tell you that. I can tell you that right now.
Understood.
For sure. Yep.
With you being in the community, you had mentioned you're wearing a Hurricanes hat. You're from Miami. You had mentioned UWF. Have you been to one of the UWF football games?
I have not.
Yeah.
Actually, and now that they're, I believe,
D1?
D1 school, I've been wanting to go back for sure. I think they've upgraded the stadium now,
Yep.
right? There's a lot
This'll
of
be
things
the
that
year
they've
to
done.
go.
So I do believe that's going to be on the list to go, as long as it doesn't take on one of my Saturdays for my Hurricane game.
That's right. Yeah, I run into that all the time too. It's like, man, normally their games is like an 11 a.m. kickoff, so it's like, I could probably still go there and enjoy my Saturday, but I like watching football at home and not leaving the house on Saturdays.
But both of your teams though get a lot of prime time spots.
Right.
So I believe that we could probably set aside a Saturday to go in and check out the Argos.
Yeah, we
So-
can
We
definitely make
should,
it.
yeah,
an
like
event.
one of the weeks maybe they're playing on a Friday or something,
Yeah.
or whatever, right? Yeah,
Yeah, for
it
sure.
should be
For
something we
sure.
should do for sure.
Well, you've been here for a little while now.
Mm-hmm.
We always find a way to talk about food on this podcast, man. What's if you have a favorite spot, you can just name a favorite spot. If not, give us like a good like top 3 rotation that you have.
I do like to eat, and I do not shy away from really any meal. My wife will literally say, he's a garbage man. He'll eat anything.
Yeah.
She's like,
I understand
can
that.
cook it. He'll eat it.
Yeah.
So we got kids, and so we have to try to kind of, and my youngest daughter is allergic to shellfish and corn.
Oh.
So we
Whoa.
found that out not too long ago, which was kind of ironic because she used to love shrimp.
Oh,
and
poor
then
girl.
it was kind of like something that came on. But my wife loves, and it's I don't think it's a local restaurant, but she is obsessed with Jim and Nick's barbecue.
Okay.
Okay.
And I mean, it is. I love that place too, but she's literally obsessed with that. So it's always that's on the list. And here's a little place I like to hit up for lunch: Hothead Burritos.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love
like
Hothead
hothead.
Burritos.
I like hotheads a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a big burrito guy.
So
I
am I.
love
Bowls
me a
and
good
burritos,
Yeah,
I'll, like, throw
I
down
like
on
me a
that.
good burrito, and Hotheads does a really good burrito, and they pack it in there.
I
boy.
definitely think it's underrated because you think of like Moe's and Chipotle, but
Oh no, it's different.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's different to me.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
definitely
I
different.
also don't know if that's local or not. I don't know if there's more hotheads out
There's
there.
one
or
in
not, but-
Crestview, and I think that's it.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. So it is local. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, they're
And
really
so,
good.
kind of the one sit-down restaurant we like to go to sometimes if we're like Italian, like Petrella's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a big Petrella's guy.
I'm going there tonight. So
Are you really?
Yep.
Yeah. it's-
People
we
don't
like
think
that
about
Italian
it
food.
because it's like, I would say in the middle of nowhere compared to like food
Yeah.
places.
Yeah.
So good.
Just a little hole in the wall.
Yeah, we had it a couple about a month ago, and it's so good. We used to during COVID, when COVID was happening, they would do you could pick up like to go their daily specials, and we would do the spaghetti and meatballs. I think it's on Tuesdays. Oh my God, would give you enough to like last
Oh,
all
it's
month.
portions for day.
Yeah,
It's big.
They would
portions, yeah.
they would give you, especially during COVID, because like you couldn't sit down and eat. So like you're getting the all you can eat
Mm-hmm.
like special. They would. I swear I had like spaghetti and meatballs like the whole month. It was insane. That
But
place
it's
is
so
so
good.
good.
It is so good.
underrated.
This will be the first time that I've ever had it in the restaurant.
Oh, it's
I've
so
only
good.
ever had
Oh,
it
yeah.
catered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
Do you know what
excited
you're
to
gonna
sit
get?
down. I have no
The
idea. yet.
lasagna's good. The spaghetti and meatballs are
Okay,
good.
okay,
Chicken
I know.
parm,
I know.
right?
Parm.
The whole menu's good.
Literally.
Okay, so I totally
It's
understand
Italian
that.
food, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I understand the wife's liking of Jim and Nick's though. They have like these little like biscuits.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't-
they're cornbread.
Yeah.
They're like cornbred biscuits. Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
those
They're
things
so
are
good.
so good.
Yeah.
I love the Alabama white sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that white barbecue sauce, so good.
Yeah,
So
that
good.
place is. It's a chain, but it's
Yeah.
it's good.
It is
I
good,
think it's
yeah.
underrated.
But it's
for our
relatively
area.
new to the area
Yeah.
too. So like that's
Right.
probably an
Yeah.
easy obsession to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got a drive through. It can be quick. You know, you don't have to
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to sit down and eat if you don't want to. So.
Like most typical barbecue places. So,
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Andy, it's been great, man, and I'm sure we
Enjoyed
could
it.
talk for the rest of the day on a lot of stuff. It sounds like you have plenty more stories that you could add, and maybe we'll have you on again soon.
Love to. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, man.
Appreciate
well,
you guys.
if you've taken anything from this, it's take care of your lawn and hire Ensec because they can do it for you. And if you're looking to live in this beautiful area or even move to a newer community, hit up yapaholicspodcast.com, fill out the form, and me and CJ can help you out. Until next time.
We'll yap you later.